Hi, everybody. I'm Alan Blay. I'm a professor at Florida State University, and I'm one of the authors of the Louwers Auditing Insurance Services text. I've taught auditing at all levels for over 20 years, but recently, the most common question I hear is, if the firms want us to teach all this data analytics in our auditing class, what am I supposed to get rid of? I'm here to tell you today, the answer to this question is nothing. We've set up our 8th edition to have the most complete set of resources available for making it easy for you to integrate this into your class, whether you're an in-seat class, online, teach 10 students, teach hundreds. Today, I'm going to briefly introduce you to all the materials we have in your textbook to help you do this in the most effective and efficient way possible. So I invite you to come along on this exciting journey into the world of data analytics. First off, there are just so many different tools that auditors use to plan and perform the audit. There's no way to teach even a small subset of these tools and teach your students the standards they need to be able to succeed on the CPA exam and in audit practice. For that reason, the learning objectives is what we used in putting together our data analytics materials, and they map directly into the AICPA's guide to audit data analytics. Our book has a tremendous number of options for data analytics that cover nearly every significant account in a typical cycle, including multiple examples in the revenue cycle, the purchasing cycle, audits of inventory, and other areas. We have 28 individual exercises and examples new to this edition, 7 fully comprehensive author-created cases that cover the entire AICPA 5-step approach to audit data analytics. Now, sorting through all of this would be quite a task, but we've made it easy for you. Our comprehensive guide, Teaching Data and Analytics with Louwers 8E, is available on Connect. It walks you through the resources available. And best of all, it provides you with 13 pre-planned sequences of examples and exercises classified by the course level, the course cycle, the focus cycle, the level of rigor you want to provide your students. We've even got 2 sequences that are specifically designed for large online courses where it may be completely impossible for students to use something like IDEA or Alteryx. Further, this guide provides detailed implementation guidance for all 28 examples and exercises and all 7 comprehensive cases that we have with this book. So I've had so many students, audit instructors tell me, Alan, my students don't have access to a lab. They can't use IDEA on their Macs. I can't meet with them in person. I'm the lead instructor, but other people teach it too. I have too many students to grade data analytics cases. It's too hard for me to put this into my class. You can still do it. Here's what I did. I taught Module G, our new data and analytics model, between Chapter 3, which is on audit planning, and Chapter 4 on inherent risk assessment. We supply full PowerPoint slide deck to make it easy to do Model G. As I introduced Chapter 4, I demonstrated one of the exercises, an aging of accounts receivable on IDEA. Then on Connect, we have a video for instructors showing step-by-step how to do this. Then I covered Module H, which is information technology and auditing, along with Chapter 5 on the control risk assessment. And then when we got into Chapter 7, which is auditing the revenue cycle, I assigned my students the FSU football revenue case, which they loved it. That's in Module G. I assigned it on Connect. It just took me a few clicks to do that. And then my students were able to go in and have access to all the data, go in and complete the case. And the case could even be graded within Connect. It's 100% auto-graded. You could assign it from the book too, but this is great for online classes. The data dictionary files that we have for all 10 of our author-created cases have several pages of detailed information, very, very similar to a typical case you might find in an accounting education journal. And it's also got a full data dictionary. And like I said, all of them are fully Connect gradable. Now, even though it's machine graded, I still make my students submit screenshots with identifying information to document their work, but that's mostly just for show. It doesn't take me much time at all. The data for all our cases are provided in Excel, so I told students they had the option to do this case in either Excel, IDEA, Alteryx, whatever they chose. About half my students used Excel because that's what they're familiar with. Many used IDEA or Alteryx, and one even used Python. If you encourage your students to be curious about data analytics and you emphasize how important it is to auditing, they will amaze you. And I don't think you could possibly find another auditing textbook that has the flexibility, options, and instructor resources to get you on your way to teaching data analytics than the Louwers text. Thanks so much for watching. If you want to know more about implementing data and analytics into your auditing classroom, I encourage you to reach out to me or to my co-authors.